Hey guys, this is Brian from Nintendo Game Point Plus, and can't you see? Can't you see? Finally, we're at Nintendo's E3 press conference, and I think the simple thing is that they clearly won this. They won this year, in my personal opinion, because this is probably one of the best E3 directs they've had in a while. Because yeah, this was the best one they've had in a while. Let's go into it. Let's detail what they did right and what they did slightly bumpy. There's some bumps. There's some bumps. There's always bumps, but it doesn't. Sometimes we gotta go through bumps to get to the smooth sailing road. Okay, I'm done now. Let's get to this. So they first start off with a Smash Brothers Ultimate trailer, detailing the new fighter, and it is the hero from Dragon's Quest. I wonder if he's gonna be called the hero, like, because the idea is that he's like multiple different types of heroes from Dragon Quest, and I guess they're just all called the hero. I would have gone with a specific one, but I'm guessing they didn't want to keep it on only one or make like multiple echoes or anything. So the hero is fine, but we see it, and it's a really cool trailer. It's like in the world of light, and it's like with the dark being, like I forgot his name, like the dark. I'm gonna call him the dark being, and he's just and Link is fighting off like dark versions of all of Marth and Meta Knight. And he's in the corner, but then the hero uh, God, okay, I'm just calling him I'm gonna call him Ederic because apparently that's the name everyone's thinking of. We'll call him Ederic. He comes and saves him. He's on a horse. Then he gets beaten down because like a bunch of freaking shadow characters start ganging up on him. But then all the other heroes from Dragon Quest series help and save him, and it's just a really cool trailer. And it's coming summer 2019 to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighter Pass number 2. Great job. Just a great job. Next up, Dragon Quest 11S. They have a new. They showed a new trailer right after the obvious Dragon, right after this one. So it's a new, of course, the new Dragon Quest coming to Switch. This time they gave it a date of September 27th. Awesome. I kind of see why they gave a date here because it's exclusive to Nintendo Switch, and obviously they didn't do it at Square Enix conference last night, but still really cool. Uh, After this, we got a little moment of Yoshiaki Koizumi coming out, and then of course they introduced Doug Bowser, the new president of Nintendo, and of course they made a Bowser joke because his last name is Bowser, and that was hilarious. And I bet you a few people at Easy Allies are crying because I know if you've seen that Easy Allies betting special, somebody's crying, somebody owes some Don bucks. All right, that's a tangent. But anyways, they showed off. I like that we got Doug Bowser in this, introducing new games, and it's really cool to see Doug Bowser, this new president of Nintendo, here because I thought it's because go back Reggie Fils-Aimé, he was always vocal with his audience. He was always in Nintendo Directs. He was really he was just so involved, a lot more than what we normally would think a president would be. And I like that Doug Bowser's also in this. He's also having fun, and he knows his last name is Bowser, and no freaking doubt that was really cool to have him in this. So awesome. That was just a little nice moment. I like that he was in this direct. Next up, we got a trailer for Luigi's Mansion 3. And oh my gosh, this game is going to look amazing. And it does. And it's going to play really cool. And it's got co-op. And I made a song for no reason. So pretty much the story is that Mario and Peach and Toads and Luigi go into this nice hotel. At first, it's all sunny and beautiful looking, and it's just pretty, and then it gets haunted by ghosts, like you do. And so Luigi now has to go get all the ghosts, not only save Mario, but now he's also got to save Peach and some Mushroom Kingdom citizens, and yeah, that's it. Next up, so that was awesome. They only got 2019. It's unfortunate we didn't get a real date, but you know what? It's cool that we see it here. It's cool they see it. It's cool that they detailed like new mechanics with the poltergust. It details like the first off, the visuals of this game look amazing. Like these visuals are amazing, and the environments you're going through look really cool. And I am excited. And they also showed off co-op, with that little Luigi character that they kind of introduced in the 3DS remake for Luigi's Mansion, the original on 3DS. So, great job, guys. Just really great job. Next. Oh yeah, and the next game was weird to me because when I first saw it, it's all Netflix, and then I was like, that's a Netflix logo, and that's Dark Crystal. That's the Dark Crystal show they're making on Netflix. I'm like, whoa, this is what is this? Like an interactive game? Is Netflix finally coming to Switch? No, I don't know. I assume it's coming to Switch soon, but no, they showed off the brand new Dark Crystal Tactics game, and I'm like, okay, that's apparently I think it's a Switch exclusive, or Nintendo got the rights to show it off first. I don't know, but it looks interesting. It's really interesting. Seeing it, it definitely looked like it had that Jim Henson style. It's like a mix of Jim Henson with like a modern RPG, and I thought it was pretty interesting visually. I don't know too much about a tactics RPG. I'm gonna like ruin my credibility. I haven't seen the Dark Crystal, either one. I feel so ashamed for that. I've seen the Labyrinth, but not Dark Crystal. This is off tangent. We're talking about Nintendo. We're talking about these guys right here. We're talking about the wonderful people there. But anyway, Dark Crystal Tactics. I forgot the middle part of it. It looks interesting. It's coming out 2019. Awesome, great. It's really interesting to see a kind of game like that, and I want to see more from it. Next, Link's Awakening Remake. They got a release date, September 20th, 2019. And really cool. I like the visuals. I like the little art style they have for it. Looks cool. Apparently there's going to be like a little dungeon builder option. Like you can go through dungeons that you've already been through or rooms you've been in different dungeons, mix it all together and explore through it. That seems really cool. And yeah, September 20th, 2019. Awesome. And yeah, well, it's just a shame. That's probably the only Zelda thing we're gonna see in this whole press conference. Ugh. Oh well. Trials of Mana. It's like this beautiful anime art style Mana game. I know it's from Square Enix. It looked beautiful, and it comes out in 2020. Cool. But then after that, they showed a collection of Mana games, which is basically Secret of Mana, Trials of Mana, the original version, and like another Mana game. I forgot what it was, but really cool. We got the collection of Mana games, and it's actually available today, and you can download it on the thing. Awesome. Just great. It's a great little. It looks good. I don't know if I play. Everyone says Secret of Mana is like amazing, so maybe I should. Maybe that means, Brian, you should try it. I don't know. We'll see in the future. I don't know for sure. Next up, Witcher 3. They said it might be coming. I still was surprised. Mainly I was surprised that it got shown in this, like, in the direct period. Like, I thought this would be a sizzle thing, which we'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, the full collector's edition, coming to Nintendo Switch this year, 2019. Awesome. That is just awesome. It paints a good future for me and what we could see on Switch later. We got after Witcher 3, we got a Fire Emblem Three Houses trailer. It's pretty much just saying, hey, remember, it's coming out this year. That's good. It was short. It was brief. Great. It was a decent trailer. Told a little about the story. Moved on. Then, we got a Resident Evil trailer. And I'm like, wait. Yeah, I was a little concerned because I was like, are you putting Resident Evil 7 on Switch? Or the remake? No, it's just saying they are putting, along with the Resident Evil games that are on Nintendo Switch now, there's also Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6 coming to Nintendo Switch later this year, 2019. Fall 2019 to be precise. And that was awesome. Next, we saw this trailer of this guy. He's like sitting on his couch. And I'm like, what is this? And I'm like, what the heck are you? And we see it. And then suddenly evil starts attacking. And then it's like he turns into a Super Sentai character or something. Like he looked like friggin', I don't know if it was like, he looked like Kamen Rider Zeo or something. No, not Zeo, like more like, I'm going off tangent with my Sentai Rider knowledge for right now. But yeah, turns out, he sounded familiar too. Like, who is this guy? Like, I didn't know. And then it's revealed, Travis touchdown, No More Heroes 3, 2020. What? Did we just get one? We just got a No More Heroes spin-off game, and now we got a full-fledged sequel? How did that work? That was awesome. It was awesome. It looked awesome. Any game that's someone turning into a Sentai member, I'm like, yeah. Awesome. That was just it was a really interesting surprise. And like I said, it's coming out next year, 2020. Awesome. I want to see more from that. Next up, this game. It's like this battle army looking game where you're battling like rogues and stuff, and you're going on some big adventure, and it's like, and you have different characters with different battles and stuff. I'm like, whoa, this is like a very bullet themed game and stuff, like shooting everything. I wonder what this stuff is. At first I was kind of looking around, I was like, okay, this is interesting. Then they showed the logo, Contra. I was like, this is Contra? Like, that's when I was like, okay. And Contra Rogue Corps, coming out September 24th this year. And of course, they also revealed that there was a Contra 10th Anniversary Collection coming later today on the Switch. Wow, that game just surprised me. That was like a legit surprise, because I don't think anyone saw that one coming. Then, Daemon X Machina, we got a new trailer, September 13th release date. Okay, good. Pokemon. Oh, I'm sorry, I almost skipped one. We got this like beautiful looking like dragon game. I'm like, whoa. This is like a dragon flying through like rings and shooting fire. I'm like, what is this? Like the dragon just floating. And he's like, it's a beautiful visuals, like nice blues and greens. It's like, whoo, fire, pew. It was like peaceful. It's like so peaceful. And I liked it. And I wondered, what is this? And then the name comes up, Panzer Dragoon. And I'm like, wait, that's because that's a game I've heard about, but I've never seen before. So I was like, oh, okay, awesome. Panzer Dragoon coming out this winter. Looks fun. If you like dragons, you're gonna love this. Pokemon Sword and Shield, they just briefly talked about it. Say you can use the Pokeball, the Pokeball Plus, not Pokeball Plus, Pokeball, the Pokeball Plus controller from Let's Go. You can't use that as a controller in the game, but you can still put your Pokemon in it, take it with you, and it'll give you some bonuses if you do it. So, that was nice. That was fun. It's coming out this November again. Once again, it's coming out November this year, and yeah, awesome. Astral Chain, we got a new trailer for that, and it's just kind of establishing the story of what's happening. Basically, there's these monsters that are trying to destroy and take over the world from another dimension, and scientists have found a way to link you to these monsters, so that way they can fight on your side, and then it's like swords and guns, and it's by Platinum Games, and it looks awesome. And Astral Chain, August 30th, 2019. Yeah, looks good. Then we got this interesting trailer. It's called Empire of Sin, and it's basically like, it takes place like around those I want to say like it's like LA Noir-esque times, so like the 60s, like 60s, not 60s, like the 40s or 50s. I hope I got that right. Yeah, it takes place around like 40s and 50s, and it's like this like New York classic old time aesthetic. It's like mafia bosses and stuff, and it looked interesting. Comes out early 2020, and yeah, awesome. We got a new trailer for Ultimate Alliance 3. I love Marvel. Yay. The trailer looked cool. It kind of gave, again, a little more on the story. Showed off a little more gameplay. Showed off more villains and stuff. It showed off Ragnarok. It showed off more of Thor's planet. I forgot the sister's name. Shoot, the villain from Thor Ragnarok. Why can't I remember her name? Dang it. I can't remember her name. But yeah, anyway, the trailer looked cool. Of course, the game coming out July 13th? July 12th or 13th. I forgot the official one. I think it's the 13th. But that was cool. They also said there's going to be expansion pass featuring characters from, of course, like X-Men, Guardians of the Galaxy, not Guardians of the Galaxy, X-Men. I know X-Men characters, a few other Marvel characters too. I think awesome. Can't wait to see that. I'm going to play that because I love Marvel and I love that this is coming to Switch. Ultimate Alliance 3. Awesome. Then we got a release date for Cadence of Hyrule, the indie game that's having a major Zelda collaboration, and it was cool. Releasing June 13th, 2019. Wait a minute, that's only a few days away. Really cool that we got a release date for that. Really cool. I honestly thought that would be a shout out drop, but hey, E3 time, same difference. Cool. We got a new trailer for Mario and Sonic at the Tokyo 2020 games. Awesome. I personally love these games. I love it when they do these Mario and Sonic games at the Olympics, because I just always found that interesting that they were able to make this idea of let's put Mario and Sonic together, not just like in a crossover dimensions colliding game. It's a hey, what's better? Honestly, what's better than the Olympics to me? To me, that's a really great concept. And we saw all these interesting games and sports events. We saw Yoshi skateboarding. We saw Peach like finding out tails. We saw boxing. We saw classic running. We saw 8-bit sprites. For a second, I'm like, okay, is that a mode? That's a mode. I'm gonna try it. Comes out this November. It just looked fun. I think it's gonna be a fun game. Yeah, Mario and Sonic. Then we got the awesome thing, and then slightly disappointing. Where it gets to slight. I'll talk about the slightly part. We saw Animal Crossing. It's called Animal Crossing: New Horizons, and basically you travel to an island, and you are on this island making friends on this deserted island for this new experience from Tom Nook, and it looked good. The graphics, man, the graphics. It's so pretty. like that's like something I can say about pretty much every game listed here. It just looked pretty. Can we just give a game an A for looking pretty? Fortunately not. But yeah, it looks interesting. I was really excited to play it. Unfortunately, it got delayed to 2020. It was pushed to however, it got delayed to 2020, but it got a date in 2020. March 20th, 2020 to be precise. And it's unfortunate it got delayed, but it got a date. Like, oh, this is the date I'm circling on my calendar. I can't circle 2019 on my calendar. I could, but like, that's a lot of circles in my calendar. Like, this is the date I'm specifically going to, March 20th on my calendar. That's the date I'm going to pick up Animal Crossing. Awesome sauce. It was still a great looking game. I loved the visuals. I liked how it kind of had the camping idea and how you're going up, and of course how you're going about the island. I think it's interesting. It's going to be some multiplayer aspect in it too, if the ending shot meant anything, but great. And it's unfortunate it got delayed, but still a good thing. Then they went to a bit of a sizzle reel, and I'm just going to list off the stuff that stuck out to me, or at least stuck out because we never really heard about it before. The first thing they showed was just Spyro. They showed finally this Reignited trilogy is coming to Switch. Why wasn't it there from the beginning? I don't know. Silk Song. They showed off Ni no Kuni with that awesome Miyazaki Miyazaki-esque RPG that's out. Of course, it got announced earlier, but they showed it here. They showed a little more Minecraft Dungeons. Awesome. They showed off some other stuff that we've seen, like Elder Scrolls Blades coming to Switch. They showed off a lot of stuff. But almost forgot. They showed off 3 games that I thought was interesting. They showed off Alien Isolation, the Alien game where it's just you and only one alien, and you gotta be like quiet, you gotta stealth around because the alien could pop up and you never know it. So awesome that's coming to Switch. They showed off new Super Lucky's Tale, which is basically a updated port of the original Xbox One game. It's this like platformer. It's this cutesy little platformer where you're going around. Awesome. That was cool. They also showed off the game Dauntless. I heard about that game. I heard about it. I just thought it was kind of interesting. They showed it here. But they showed a lot of good third-party titles coming to Switch, and I was surprised and I was happy. And awesome. Great job. I like that they're doing this. It felt... I'll get more into it after the next final 2. So we get to our final 2 announcements. They showed off another Smash reveal trailer. And they showed the same one from when they first showed off King K. Rool. It was like with all the Mario and their baddies. Like it's like all the heroes and their baddies, like Mario and Bowser. We had Link and Ganon. We had Samus and Ridley. We had Kirby and Meta Knight, even though King Dedede is kind of the villain, although I think they're rivals. Of course, Meta Knight and Kirby are more rivals, but yeah. But they also showed off DK and King K. Rool. So I'm like, oh, okay, what's another mashup we haven't got yet? But then they still show DK, King K. Rool, and I'm like, okay, what? Okay, maybe. And then suddenly, a little golden something drops down, and at first I was like, what is that? Is that a coin? No, it's a little golden puzzle piece. And then we see a silhouette of like a something with a bird on its back, and it's Duck Hunt. And he does the Duck Hunt laugh, and then D3 was the most disappointing ever. You see, even my graphic agreed with me. This was so disappointing. But it's not that disappointing, because... Okay, there you go. It wasn't that disappointing, because Banjo-Kazooie's in Smash! Yes! I was giddy. I was that was a shock. First off, I thought they were kind of done with Smash, or we were just going to get like a minor teaser. No, we got a full-on Banjo-Kazooie is in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as the third DLC fighter. He looks awesome, and oh my gosh, every single person on the internet screamed out their minds. And it was really cool to see him fight. It was really cool to see him interact with all the other Nintendo characters. It was just... it was so cool to see Banjo-Kazooie going around with all the other characters. Awesome. It's great he's in Smash. It's great to see him again. And that would have been a great way to end the E3 Direct. Except it wasn't the end. Because we had one more little tiny teaser. And the teaser was for a sequel to Breath of the Wild, now in development for Nintendo Switch. We get a little trailer of Link and Zelda from the game. Zelda's got shorter hair, and we see them exploring like this underground the castle, and we see like this green mist magic particles, and we see like this and we see the Calamity red Ganon stuff kind of protruding out too, and I'm like, what is this? And then we see like this old evil old dude like on the ground and stuff, and it's like suddenly his neck starts moving and he starts zombifying, and then his eyes glow that Ganon red, and then we see the castle and something explodes from the under it. And we see it from the distance shot, like on the plateau, I believe, and then we see stuff shoot out, and then it just says, official sequel to Breath of the Wild is now in development. And awesome. That was just awesome. You already won E3 with Banjo. You won. You won. That's the best way I can say this. Nintendo won E3 this time. Like, a comparison, I think I did remember saying how much like Nintendo last year, but that was when I was like on super hype mode and we saw Smash Brothers for the first time. But I guess this is now I go into my full review of this, and not my full review, my initial thoughts. I'll get my full review later, but pretty much I can say Nintendo gets an A. Let's just get that out of the way. Nintendo got an A, and I think what really helped that was because they finally think Nintendo has gotten this E3 Direct formula down. It's not just... It isn't... They finally... First off, they didn't just say, we're gonna focus on one thing. No. They finally just said, hey, let's spread out games and know what trailers we need to go a little more in depth on and what trailers we just need to just show. And they did it amazingly. They had great trailers. They had great reveals. It was just really good. It was just a really good thing. The announcements, solid. The presentation, funny. It was balanced. It was just really good. Are there problems? Like I said, there were a few bumps. It's unfortunate that Animal Crossing got delayed. That's unfortunate. It really, that was kind of the only bump. In terms of some other stuff, if I had to really give another bump, I would say we kind of didn't need to see, like, they didn't really update anything on Pokemon or show anything brand new. It's just, hey, it exists. Granted, they already had Direct for that, but at the same time, well, if you already had Direct for it, why'd you need to keep it here? We could have just moved on. But you know what? Okay. Um, I will say the Resident Evil 5 and 6 announcements were good, but I was like, oh, I thought this was for like a new Resident Evil or something, like a Resident Evil that's never been on Switch. Granted, it's never been on a Nintendo system, Resident Evil 5 and actually, no, they haven't been on Switch or I don't believe Nintendo systems at all. So that was good, but I thought it was like, oh snap, like Resident Evil 7 or 2 remake or something. But no, it was good. It was just not what I thought it was. It was just a little, oh. It was like, oh, okay. That's how that felt to me. There were some weird announcements, to put it, because I didn't expect. It's more just because I didn't expect it. Uh, but yeah, I like that they had a lot of announcements. I like that there was a lot of surprises. Nothing got leaked. Like I was surprised by all of the stuff here. Um, yeah, I thought they had a balanced showing. I thought they had a good announcements, and you get a solid A. Solid A so far from the thing. Of course, I'll go back and reevaluate stuff. And yeah, Nintendo did an excellent job. So I'm very proud of Nintendo. Glad you pulled this stuff together. Great, just great. Great job. I think I am legitimately saying that if there was a winner of the E3 this year, it definitely probably be Nintendo. Last year it was Microsoft. This year's Nintendo, and like a few years, depending on what year. Yeah, I think definitely Nintendo won this year. Microsoft probably won last year. 2017, that's a question mark to me. 2017 was probably Ubisoft. 2016 was Sony. Why am I going back 30 years? I'm talking about this year, and this year Nintendo did a great job. I like their stuff. They had strong announcements, great pacing with their directs. Great job. Great job. And yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I'll have the full review later I will have the full review later for E3 altogether on my site, ntgamepoint.weebly.com. If you like what you see here, if you want to see more videos in the future potentially, subscribe to me. Also, like I said, go to my website, and if you want to see more fun Nintendo content and comics, because I am planning on a review, a little review mini comic for the site, and I'm glad you like it. Thank you for joining me for this E3. See ya next time when I post. Take care.